I'm going to make a video here on the recent gun show I just went to, well, yesterday. So this, some of this, I'm going to show the stuff what I picked up, and I haven't been to a show for a little while, and this particular show anyways. I'll just talk a little bit about the show first, and then I'll show what I picked up here. In like this week, the Canadian government passed legislation, some gun law legislation stuff. Like it really doesn't change anything right now or affect anything. But I figured the show would have been packed, and like it was raining, but the show was just very like an average attendance, normal show. It wasn't super busy, which I thought it was going to be. But it was just an average show, I would say, which is good. Like it's not like when they, at that one point, shows were slowing down quite a bit, but they seem to be back now. The stuff like anybody who goes to gun shows knows, like when it comes to firearms, they're always kind of like always super expensive, but you may find one or two in there that aren't, like if you look around enough or just get lucky enough. The ammunition has gone up, which it hadn't here in Canada, particularly in the United States. I know the ammunition had gone up like years ago, but now it looks like we're definitely caught up to the US, because the ammunition here, everything according to them is like collector ammunition, so that has gone up a crazy amount. And reloading stuff, actually there wasn't very much reloading stuff, and it wasn't enough to judge whether they were charging an outrageous amount or not, because there wasn't very much of it. Then there was a very good supply, or a lot of different people had a lot of surplus stuff. Not even firearms, but like everything, knives, and there was even clothing and pouches and equipment and stuff, like, which I hadn't seen in years actually. So that stuff sort of has come back, which is nice. Other than that, I don't know what too much else important to say about the show. It was a good average show, and myself, I really enjoyed it. It was I thought it was a good show to go to. I'm not going to name the show and everything, because it's kind of doesn't really matter. Like I'm in Canada, so it's a Canadian gun show. But I'll show the stuff that I picked up here. It's not a whole heck of a lot, but I think it's good stuff. But anyways, so I got this Ka-Bar rigging knife, which is pretty cool, and it's been sharpened quite a bit, and it's still sharp, which is nice. And you can see the Ka-Bar on the blade there. And so I picked this one up. I couldn't really tell the vintage of it. I'm not sure when they used these styles of knives, World War II, Vietnam era. So I picked this one up. That was the first thing I bought at the show, actually. So there's that, and I will go to, well, I'll stick with knives, I guess. I got this knife here, which was really cool. I could tell right away when I saw it that it was a hollow handle knife, but I really like this. It's got like a spear point on it, which is really cool, and really sharp serrations. It's just a Chinese-made knife, but it's an older one, because I've never really run across this one, and it's really heavy. I would assume this is aluminum. I haven't put a magnet on it, but it's like super thick, super heavy knife. I should actually weigh my survival knives at one point, maybe do a video. And the compass actually works on it, which is well, you have to get it in the right spot, but it does work, which is nice. Because sometimes when they get older, like, they can be kind of sketchy. But there's stuff in there. I'm not going to pull it out right now because if I do another video or something, I might show the stuff and the contents in them. But you can see there's matches in there and whatever else, probably fishing line and stuff like that. So I got this one, and the guy had several different ones on there, but this is the one that I liked. Kind of different. And then I actually got a bayonet. These I know bayonets are usually like I mean they go to hundreds of dollars for just the most typical bayonet. Even Mosin bayonets seem to be going like $50 plus, and they're outrageous. But these little Czech bayonets, you can find them for, you know, not too bad of a price. So I picked this one up, and he had a couple, and the other one he had, it said Type 2 on it, but it was from, I think, 1972, I think. Yeah, I think it was 72 on it. But I like this one because I like the stamp on it. Obviously 63 was probably made. And so I just picked this one. I didn't need them both. So I also noticed on that one, if you look here where it's in there, it had a bunch of gapping in it. It seemed to be just like a cheaper version of this. But this one's, this is a VZ 52 bayonet. I'm not sure if it has its own little designation or not of a type of bayonet it is. But it's really good. Like, you used to get these when the VZ52s were imported here, like I forget what they called them, the CZ like 858s or whatever the heck they called them. You used to get like a mag pouch and a bayonet with it. But this one is really neat. It's got what they call the beaver barf handle on it, and it's really prominent on this one. So I thought I'd pick that one up. And then for other stuff, well, I've got this. I got the, this is a, I'm assuming it's M1 Garand cleaning kit, because it says on the back here, cleaning rod M1, and the Americans, like, they mark like just about every gun they have as M1. Like, it's definitely not an M1, well, I don't think it's an M1 carbine rod because it's so long, but I don't know if they called their 30 caliber machine gun an M1 or not, but I'm assuming it's a Garand cleaning kit. And then it's got really nice markings on it. It's a little, I mean, it's a little beat, but it's original. So it's got this on here, and it's got 1945. So I don't know if that's a post-war thing when it was in depot or whatever, because if you look at this side, it's got clean rod M1, and then it's got 1944, which I assume would be the manufacturer here in 1944. So this was just really nice. I saw it sitting there, and then it's got the original rods in it still, so that was pretty cool. I picked that up. And as far as, well, I'll go through the little parts first. I picked this one up. This is a Weaver scope, and actually it's, I was looking, just looking up the model online, and they made them as far back as 1965, so this is actually a vintage scope. I picked it up because this little, like, knurling serrations here, I hadn't seen that. It's kind of unique. So I grabbed that one. And then I just got some Weaver, these are Weaver caps. They would be off like a bigger powered scope, not a 22 scope, but you know, they're always good to have extras of those, because I've seen quite a few scopes and they're always missing the caps, and then I never really looked them over good enough. Now, I managed to find some primers. Like, I got these 8.5s, because I don't have any of these. So guy had 2 boxes of them. I grabbed them, and they're in like perfect condition. I'm sure they're completely usable, even though they're pretty old. I don't know if you could tell the date from there. I think it was upside down, but I'll just kind of see if I can get them out without. Yeah, see, like they look perfectly in perfect condition. He also had a box of CCI large rifle primers, but like I didn't really need them, so I passed up on them. And they were like vintage, like whatever age these are, the CCI ones were probably about the same. So I just grabbed the 2 boxes. That's all I got for reloading stuff, because like there really wasn't a heck of a lot there. The only ammunition I picked up was this stuff here, which is it's 32 Remington, and looking at the show, I mean, it was going like astronomical prices, like over $100 a box. Someone even had like over $200 on one box of 32 Remington, and it was just because he said it had a train on the box or something, so it made it collectible, which is weird. But anyway, so I got this little lot here just because I got that the pump action Model 14, and I've got a couple rounds for it here, but I wanted to just actually try it out sometime. So this is just ammo to shoot, to try out. I'm gonna open it here and just look at the different rounds while I'm here, because they all look all right, like, you know, to clean them up or whatever. There's just one weird round I wanted to check out, but so like they've got the little, you know, oxidization, but actually it's not even rough. Like it's just almost discolored. But this is Dominion 32, so you know it's good ammo. I mean, I trusted Dominion ammo. That's pretty old. You can see the oxidization on it. I'll try and go through these fast. There's a Remington UMC round, which would be probably an older round, and then it's got some kind of a weird, I'm not sure if something's been cut off of there. That's kind of weird. It's like a hollow point, but I don't know if somebody may have even just cut the tip off of it. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with what kind of rounds are out there, especially vintage rounds. And there's a hollow point, I guess. Oh, it's a Remington UMC also, which is cool. I probably wouldn't shoot those. I would just stick with the soft points. There's a Remington. That would be like a newer one. No, it's not. It looks like a crack in there, but actually it's not. It's just dirt. It may have rubbed on something. Another Remington UMC. Probably explains why there's not too much of this ammo. If Dominion and Remington UMC were the big manufacturers of it, both of those places are gone. So there's another hollow point. There's Dominion. And it's a soft nose. Another Dominion. Like, it's just ammo to shoot up. Dominion. Another UMC. Yeah, see, like the hollow point is so huge on them. I don't know if somebody's done something to it, filed it, or what it is. Because it doesn't look like the other. Let me see the other one. Not that one. There, like you can see, I don't know if somebody has messed with it. No, because the bullet's different. But the hollow point cavity is huge for a rifle round, but it's there. I don't know if it's got a specific name or anything to it, but this is another Dominion soft point. And again, it's just kind of discolored, like it's not rough. So I think it would be perfectly fine to shoot it. I don't know, even like, I mean, clean it up a little bit, but I don't think it has to be cleaned that much. Anyway, so that I just wanted to go through them. I never really pulled them out and looked at them too closely. So there's just a couple other things I picked up. Like the guy had a whole box of old like communist Soviet pins and junk in a box. So I've seen him before, and he had a couple of these coins, and I got one before, so I just looked through there and I got this coin, and you can see it's got the Greek like writing and stuff on it, because like the 72, I'm sure it says 72 Olympics, and it's got the CCCP on it, which is cool. I like these coins. Like, I'll pick them up. Like, there's a ton of like pins like you put on, like you pin on or whatever, but I'm not too big on those. The coins are cool. And I got this one. It seems to have quite a bit of age to it, just because of the weight of it. I knew it was different than some of the other ones. You can see like the communist type stuff on there. I guess it's like a wagon with wheat in it or something, which is pretty neat. I haven't translated this yet, but you can see the enamel on the back. I would guess this dates to, I would say from 1930 to maybe 1950. I would just guess. But anyways, that was pretty cool. So I picked those two up. The last thing I got, which I've been looking for probably 3 years now at least, I got one of the Lee Cavalry style magazines. I've been looking for everywhere for one of these magazines. Let me grab my other one. Like, I had been using in my Lee Cavalry. I've done a video on it before if you want to go back in my history. This is the mag I had been using, but it doesn't feed properly. Like the magazines are not from the Long Lee and regular Enfield. Sometimes they work, but they're not really that interchangeable. If you notice the front of the follower, how it ski slopes up on the older style magazine, and then it's just flat on the newer one. So they don't really interchange, and I have been using that, and then I eventually, yesterday I found the magazine I've been looking for. This is the Cavalry magazine. I'm pretty positive this is actually from a Lee Speed. It's not actually the Cavalry one, because the Cavalry one should have a loop here, and I don't think it's been filed off. I think that's just rubbed on something, but there would be a sling loop there, and then also because it's a Speed, it's got the little like rain holes drilled into the bottom, or like, for water to let out moisture or whatever. And so this would be a Speed magazine, which is actually probably better. And then this is considered a Type 2 magazine because it's got the little, like, you flip that down to get your follower out and everything. So I was really lucky to find this. I've been looking for so long, and the guy who had it, he goes to every show, and then he usually sells newer things, like newer hunting rifles and things like that, and then he just happened to have this magazine, and I've been looking for so long. And I mean, that's why you go to gun shows, to you never know what you're going to find. So anyways, just wanted to show my little haul, and I say the gun shows are still up and running and doing fine here in Canada, and it was just like an average show. And so really, other than that, there's not a whole lot else I wanted to mention. Just want to show my haul. So thank you for watching.